Hey y'all, let's talk about some simple business ideas that you could do to get you started. So, if you decide that you want to run a business but you have no idea what to do, there are so many things. The first thing that comes to mind is landscaping. You can mow people's yards. You can mow and weed eat. I think stuff like that typically goes for like 20 to 40 bucks a yard, depending on the size. You could also do dog walking. You could do pet sitting. So when people have to leave town, you can go over and watch their pets for them while they're away. This typically can be like one or two visits a day, like 20 bucks a visit. Boom, that's pretty simple. You could also do back to landscaping. There's so many different things as a landscaper you could do. You could do sprinkler systems. Just watch a bunch of YouTube videos and like get at it. You learn by doing. You could do mulch, bushes. You could trim trees, trim hedges. You could clean gutters is one thing I mentioned in my other video. Cleaning gutters is a good one. You could power wash. Power washing houses is a really good one. I offer power washing for $250 for a 2-story, $150 for a 1-story. Typically, 1-story takes about an hour, 2-story takes about 2 hours. So it's easy money. You could be a window cleaner. You could just get a long pole and clean people's windows. You can get the window cleaner from Walmart or even on Amazon for really cheap. Do like 20 bucks a window. Other business ideas, you could run an errand service, go get groceries for people. For that, I would get their list, put it into like Walmart on their app. You can get the total, have them pay you that up front. You go and get the groceries, bring it back, they give you 40 bucks for going to Walmart, something like that. You can't really do paper routes because that's kind of, it's almost a waste of time anymore. You could do a mobile car detailing. You can clean people's vehicles. You could, what's another one? You could sell like baking stuff, like pies and cookies and stuff like that. A lot of people around my neighborhood actually do that, so it's a little interesting. There's just so many different things. You don't have to be like, I'm gonna start this tech company and we're gonna make mobile games and we're gonna make so much money. No, stuff like that takes a lot of money and a lot of time to get right. So you do not want to do that, because in the end, it's a great idea, and if you have the experience, by all means, go for it. But you don't want to, that's not what we're addressing here. Right here, we are addressing what are some simple ideas that you could do today to go out and make some money. And the best way to advertise for this type of stuff is in your neighborhood. If your neighborhood has a Facebook page, get on there. Say, hey guys, I started my own company. I offer this service. I would love to earn your guys' business. Let me know whatever you need. There's a few people in the neighborhood who are just handymen. They go like mount TVs or put up shelves, hang pictures. People pay other people for anything nowadays. So you can, there's so many different things you have at your disposal. But I would definitely start reaching out by Facebook. That's a great thing to do. I did that. And as you complete projects and services, referrals will flood in. People talk, and that is, if you get a referral, one, that's the best compliment you can get, and two, it's the best way to get more business. Because if people just keep referring you, your business is going to grow, and your schedule is going to fill right up. Another important thing you should do is get a calendar, get a schedule on your phone. That way, when something comes up, Tony needs you to hang a TV Thursday at 2, you mark that in your calendar with his address, his phone number, and what you're doing, then you know what you are doing Thursday at 2. Because there's nothing that will make people more mad than when you just don't show up. That's like one of the biggest things nowadays. If you want to run a business effectively, you show up on time. So many people don't, and that's why I have booked a lot of work, is just because I show up on time. Doesn't matter my price. I show up on time, and that's hard to find in a lot of places, especially back in Wyoming. You show up on time, doesn't matter what you're charging. They're going to hire you because they need people who are reliable. So yeah, there's that list of ideas. If anyone else has any ideas, throw them down in the comments. Nothing too big. We just want like some starter ideas for people who are wanting to get their feet wet and starting their own business. Hell, even if it's a side hustle, I recommend that everyone should at least have a side hustle. For me, it's Side Projects Saturday. Side Project Saturday is what I call it. Every Saturday, doesn't matter what my main project is that week, I go and do a small project. Last Saturday, it was a kitchen. Made $1,500 on a Saturday. Well, I made like $14.30. Whatever. Close enough. But it took me like 6 hours. Got it done. Just something small to do in your spare time. Yeah, I could have been working on my main project at that point, but because I was able to go over and do that other project, that's another person that had a great experience with my company that's going to refer me. Side Project Saturday is really important, especially for companies that are growing, because then they can expand. And I think, like, if you have a job, you're working at Walmart 40 hours a week, if you got Monday off, Monday you go and put up TVs for your neighbors. You go walk dogs, you go pet sit, whatever there is to do, because that side hustle adds up, and eventually that side hustle becomes your job. And running your own business, there are so many benefits compared to working a regular job. Yeah, you have to deal with people, and it's stressful and all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff you don't know, but it is so rewarding, and you don't know that until you actually do it. So these are just some of my suggestions. Again, leave stuff down in the comments. Let's make a dialogue out of this. And as always, thank you very much. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.